Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Toriko Chapter 215 review. Now, I do apologize for not posting this review on Thursday, because I was going to do, but the problem was that Thursday and Fridays were pretty weird days for me personally. Even though I'm done with exams now, Thursday and Friday, they were pretty weird days, so I couldn't do the chapter review on Thursday or on Friday like I wanted to. So here it is late on Saturday. Once again, I do apologize, because this week's chapter of Toriko actually was a pretty damn solid chapter of Toriko. Like, it was straight up solid. And I liked it because Tengu, I like the Tengu. Like, I mean, so far I like him. I really do. He's very boisterous. He's very competitive. Well, not, yeah, actually, yeah, he's pretty competitive. At the same time, he has an understanding, a clear understanding of what it means to be a good chef. He actually, I believe that he's actually favored by the ingredients themselves too, in a similar fashion of Komatsu. But we're not too sure if it's on the same level as Komatsu. Because Komatsu, we see at the end of the chapter, he can actually talk to the ingredients, and then they talk back. So, and then they start shining. So, but like the Tengu character, I actually like him. I do. And I really feel that he's going to actually be a combination with Zebra. I see it. There's a connection here. Like, there are connections here, and I'll get into that more into detail after I do the summary. So basically, a quick chapter summary is gonna be this, alright? Tengu comes out, we see his stats and shit. The monitor guy's like, oh, you know, Tengu Runji, #3, bizarre cooking, reading down his stats and shit. And Tengu, hands in the pockets, on the side of like this giant ass skyscraper in the even bigger fucking stadium. He just yells like, everybody shut up! And then he made a vast majority of 100 million people shut up, like just by yelling. Just by yelling. And like you can see like the sound wave kind of like emanate throughout the entire stadium. So it was a really cool, pretty damn, you know, awesome scene. But he got cocky. He got cocky. And what happens when you get cocky? Zebra comes in there. And Zebra, he's like, yo, his actual sound image like grabs Tengu. He's like, yo, too cocky. Too cocky, bro. And that was funny as hell. And the Tengu, he's like, so you're Zebra. And what he does is that he smacks away the sound image. And then he kind of like disappears and like reappears. And like slams down the table right in front of all the 4 Heavenly Kings. So this guy's fast. Like, this dude is really freaking fast. Like, yo, like he's a speed guy. Which actually, I believe he's like the first speed guy we've seen in Toriko thus far. Because Toriko, yeah, he's fast. Well, not extraordinarily fast. But like, my thing with Toriko characters is that Zebra is like, quote-unquote, one of the fastest dudes in Toriko. Because he can control and manipulate sound. Or voice, if you would. But the thing here is that sound is only, you know, it's only sound speed. And Coco has a technique where his spear can accelerate at speeds near light, but that's an attack. Physically speaking, Toriko characters have never been speed savvy. But then I'm seeing Tengu Brunji, and he is really speed savvy, and I like that. I really do. So, how fast he is, I'm not too sure. But either way, like, this guy, his speed is some pretty damn impressive fucking shit. And he lands on the Kings, talks to the Kings about how, you know, how Zebra won't become a combination with people because, you know, he's such a delinquent and, you know, like he's a ride or die, you know, like he's a ride or die dude. And then Zebra's like, well, I got Komatsu. Toriko's like, no, the fuck you don't. And then they talk about Komatsu, how Komatsu's a really skilled chef and yada yada yada. Tengu Brunji's like, and then what was one scene where Tengu Brunji's like, this guy Komatsu, he's a partner of Toriko, must be pretty damn good. I can't wait to go against him. And then we have all the 4 kings at the same time say, you don't stand a chance. And then he's like, oh, all right, okay, well, we'll see about that. Well, yeah, so, like, he's really competitive. He likes that. He's like, you know what? All right, okay. Okay, all right. So so he disappears, and then he goes towards the actual location. All right, and then we see him actually skidding across all these skyscrapers and shit. And then what happens here is that we go over to Komatsu. Komatsu just finished. Slow, man, slow. And he winds up. I mean, actually, I was pretty shocked in seeing that there were so many ingredients left over. But according to Tengu, these ingredients aren't that extravagant or exotic to like the regular base ingredients that aren't that mind blowing. Because we have the other cooks already came in there and took all the good shit. But I'll give Komatsu credit, because Komatsu before he couldn't swim. So the fact that he actually was able to swim across the entire thing, yeah, I'll give him credit. So I really will. And what's happening here is that the moment he gets out and slumps over, Tengu Brunchy already finished. He already fucking finished, man. He was like, hey, oh, he's fast. He is fucking fast, bro. And he skids in, not a drop of water on him, man. He's already fucking done. And then we have Komatsu be like, oh, are you Brunchy? And he's like, yeah, who are you? I'm Komatsu, nice to meet you. He's like, what? Like, who the fuck is this guy? There's no way. You're not Komatsu. You're not above me. He's like, yeah, I'm not above you. Yeah. What? And then, like, there was one scene. Yo, this panel was hilarious. Where there was one panel at the beginning of the page where, like, it's completely blank of all text. And then it's like, Tengu is standing there like this and shit. And Komatsu's like, man, fucking chill. And he's like, what the hell is up with you? Like, that was a really funny panel. I was dying. That was a really, really, really funny panel. Very simplistic. I like it. Komatsu was too fucking lax. It was he was like slumped over like, yeah, man, can I get your autograph? And he's like, fuck, dude. So it was really funny. But that's what's happening here is that we have Brunch. He goes over to the ingredients. The ingredients he knows that aren't high quality shit. And he's like, most of these ingredients are actually pretty useless. And or like of not good caliber. And then Komatsu's like, no, that's not true. He walks over, and then he grabs this thing of meat, and it starts to shine. It starts to actually sparkle. And Tengu sees that shit. He's like, whoa, what the fuck is going on with this kid? And he sees that Komatsu is actually communicating with the ingredients, and the ingredients. This is key. The ingredients are talking back. They're talking back to Komatsu. So they good. I like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's called character progression. And I like character progression. Especially in a character like Komatsu who needs that shit. And he got it. Oh yeah. So unlike the other shifts, I mean, I'm not gonna say that Setsuno or Zaza can't, or Yuta, I'm not going to say that they can't talk to ingredients, because we haven't seen them do that just yet, if they can. But Komatsu, like, the ingredients are, like, legitimately sparkling. And the ingredients are, the ingredients themselves, they display emotions. And they're actually happy to see Komatsu. And it's like, so that was a key thing. And Tengu, he's like, you know what? This kid, very interesting. Very interesting. So he takes all the ingredients with him, and then, well, he takes most of the ingredients, and then Komatsu takes a few, like, a bunch, and then they go on the bikes, and then now they're gonna go and try and catch up, which I don't see how it's to be possible. But as far as I know, Tengu Brunchy, even though he's a fast motherfucker, he's gonna actually, he's a fast, like, he was faster than Setsuno. He was way faster than Setsuno. Tengu is actually gonna slow down the pace a lot and gonna keep pace with the Komatsu. I guess. I'm not too sure. Either he may help. I mean, I don't think because I don't think that Komatsu wants help. So he's gonna go on Komatsu's pace, which is like a really slow ass pace. And there's the end of the chapter. Now, what I will say is that during the chapter, there's one particular scene which actually hints at a Tengu actually being favored by the food, by the ingredients. And when he actually lands on the table, apparently And when he landed on the table, and then when he left, like there was like a major explosion when he left. Apparently, all the stuff that got knocked over was empty stuff, like empty plates, empty glasses, empty bottles. But stuff that actually had ingredients and food inside of it, they were knocked over. They were actually unaltered. So it was kind of like there may be something here between him and the food, where the food may actually, in fact, favor Brunchy as well, in some sense. But I'm not too sure if Brunchy himself can actually talk to the ingredients. I don't know. I don't think so, because when he saw Komatsu doing it, he was very shocked, very surprised. And what I will say is that when it came to the actual possibility of Tengu being a combination with a Zebra, two main things. Of course, number one is that, you know, they're both considered the delinquent of their own particular faction. You know how the Cooks, he's the delinquent, and when it comes to Zebra is the delinquent amongst the Bishukyu. Amongst the Bushoku Kai. And the thing here is that that's number one, and number two is that they have this connection with the Dharma Hermit. Now, mind you, the Dharma Hermit is a character who hasn't been shown in the series just yet. But Zebra and Tengu both have connections with this Dharma Hermit. In fact, Zebra received his Dharma horse from the Dharma Hermit. And at the same time, Tengu seems like he's also known the Dharma Hermit in a real personal level. So there's a clear connection between these two. And I may feel that these two are going to be a combination, and the combination may be orchestrated by this individual known as the Dharma Hermit. So I like that. I really do. And it does leave the possibility, well, if Komatsu is with Toriko, and if in the future Tengu is with Zebra, then where does that leave Sunny and Coco? Because Coco doesn't have a partner. I mean, if you will, I'm not too sure if you actually get a partner. I don't know. And Sunny, well, he has Rin, his sister, but they're not. She's not a chef, so you know, she's something else entirely. So, like, the Kings need their partners: Komatsu, Toriko. Hopefully, in the future, Tengu, Zebra, Coco. As of right now, no possibilities. Sunny, the same thing. So, well, we'll see where it goes. Right now, Tengu, I'm liking him. I'm digging him. The chapter rating overall is going to be solid. Main reason, the pacing was slow. I'll give it that. Yeah, the pacing was pretty slow. Even though there was like a pretty fast character in the actual chapter, the pacing was fairly slow. But at the same time, the character introduction of Tengu and his somewhat partial abilities of known, meaning that all we know now of is his speed. And then, of course, character progression in the character Komatsu, which is always a good thing. Always a good thing. And at the same time, we're seeing now the possibility of Tengu maybe able to join a combination with Zebra because of the connection with the Dharma Hermit. So, solid chapter overall. King Lightning, of course. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Peace! Have a nice day.